9.3! There is a strong opposing current.
Whitewater rafting.
A little bit overpowered last night, but we were trying to keep up the speed.
Subscribe to the channel and watch as we attempt to circumnavigate the world.
While sailing along the south side of the island of Lombok, we managed to snap our exhaust and needed to make an emergency, unexpected stop-off for repairs. Meanwhile, our new crew member Jess was travelling from Australia to meet us 70 nautical miles up the coast. We managed to fix the exhaust, collect our new crew, and then took some time to relax after a stressful couple of days. Letting the whippet run and having a cool off and a frolic in the hot Indonesian sun, Yosh then muscled up the anchor and we navigated our way out of Gerapuk Bay to continue our journey west.
So Neji's a little bit like a bus when you're steering. It's not very fast to respond, so you'll turn and then like 5 seconds later you'll start to see the bow actually coming around. So it's very easy to like oversteer.
So it's the first morning and we're trying to weave our way out of all those little fishing fads that are everywhere. So what better way to do it than put Jess at the wheel?
Yeah.
First,
Bit of an obstacle course.
bit of an obstacle course and a crash course. She just needs to go around and weave through the cones, just like a motorbike course. Head dead south.
Dead south?
Yeah.
So it means I'm gonna wait, let me get my bearings. Hold on. Let me just see if this works.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, it's coming round.
Yay.
Well done.
We're flying the drone for the first time, not at anchor. Oh, here goes nothing.
Well done, you missed everything.
Angie lives another day.
He was 16, holding her hand. They were
You wanna sleep on our bed? You're gonna be clean tonight.
35 and his mum still bathes in.
He doesn't like this bed, he likes the drying part though.
time stayed as long as they wanted. Remain as much as they needed. The world flies around me.
We had a nice little day sail today of 25 nautical miles to Balongas Bay. It's been a beautiful sail, a little bit underwhelmed with the wind, but we've almost arrived, so can't complain.
She was 15, spinning in a daydream, waiting, counting and wishing that ship to send them away. Can't you see it's coming, shining in the distance, beaming, leaving all reason behind. Let's be here.
Everybody!
Let's stay here forever, be here together, we can nurture each other.
Girls have lost their marbles.
Yeah, these two Muppets hanging out in the tender, digging the water, paddling nowhere, looking at things that glow in the water.
There's like luminescence everywhere here, it's amazing. They're like the stars of the sea. Come on, Yosh.
Muppets. After an overnight stop-off, we hoisted sails and tested out the new cruise muscles. Heading back to sea, sailing along the rugged south coast of Lombok.
So we're just leaving
Belongers Bay. We actually came here because they have a hammerhead shark dive that you can do, and they basically drop you off in the middle of a current and you drift along with hammerhead sharks. Amazing, but there's no dive instructor here that's willing to do it in the next few days, and we need to keep moving. So this is like been a lifelong kind of bucket list thing, but that's just what happens sometimes.
What's going on here?
Bow Book Club.
The Bow Book Club.
I'm reading Swell by Liz Clark.
Ah,
And I'm reading Once Is Enough by Miles Smith.
a very good sailing story.
Well, the Bow Book Club's going on. Me and Marley have been pulling ropes, grinding on. Marley's been busy. You should see him go. He's got ropes and he's grinding on. I've had to steer. The weather's hectic out here. Meanwhile, ladies are at the book club.
Adjusting course and changing from a broad reach to having the wind coming from directly behind us, Bonita showed Jess through the motions of setting up wing on wing and poling out the head sail.
Put that on the ring. So now we need to throw up the head sail, and then I'll show you the next bit.
With the sails set, we casually kicked back and enjoyed the ride as we rounded the southwest corner of Lombok into the Lombok Strait. The channels of water between all the southern islands of Indonesia are plagued with strong currents rushing between the islands. I'd been nervous about traversing these straits for a long time, but with nice weather, today was the day we would attempt the notorious strait.
7.9. 9.2! 9.3! 9.3!
We're heading around the southwest tip of Lombok. We're going up into Lombok Strait, and we're just kind of a little bit off the coast because there is a strong opposing current through the Lombok Strait. However, we're just looking around. We're in the middle of something going on because there's all waves and there's upwellings and that, and we're just wondering how fast we're going. 9.5 knots. You're kidding. So we've found a nice little patch of current that's flowing north. So we'll just sit at this depth and bang.
Doing max speed, flying up the coast in the strong current. Off in the distance, covering the horizon, we could see white water, which meant overfalls, waves, and challenging water from the current.
We're going straight into it.
The current was flowing at over 5 knots, so we had nowhere to go but ride through the oncoming waves and turmoil. Nervously, we got sucked into the rough water and Nanji's bow dug in, and the current tried its best to throw Nanji off her line.
What? Oh my goodness! Far out. I thought we were going to drive then. Chinese drive.
No, Josh has got it.
Oh my goodness! What? Woo!
Whitewater rafting.
Yeah, baby!
Needing to wrestle the wheel, we went from 10 knots down to 2 knots. But Mother Nature couldn't have timed it better as the wind increased and blew Nanji out of the trough. For the next 5 miles, we had some exciting sailing as Nanji surfed down the short, steep waves as we flew up the Lombok Strait.
Arriving to the safety of a mooring ball for the night at Gilly Getty, we could rest and load up on fuel to prepare for the long passage ahead.
We've turned the fridge into an esky, and this is our big bag of ice. Cold drinks, whoop whoop!
With a favourable southeast wind forecast for the coming days, we need to utilise the wind to get as far west as we can. Being late in the season means the favourable southeast winds will become less and replaced by an opposing northwest. Wing on wing, we steadily rolled our way across the Bali Sea, passing the popular tourist island of Bali as we headed into our first night of who knows how many days at sea.
That's Nanji. Look at all these other vessels.
My last watch I kept hearing these
droning, quacking noises. And I looked back and there was a bird trying to land on top of the hydrovane. And now this watch, I've just been lying here dazing out into the wilderness and I hear this croaking noise. And I look back. We got 2 hitchhikers, which means double the trouble, which means double the mess. You gotta let them have a little snooey, I suppose. Might be a good job for the new crew member to clean the solar panels in the morning. Pretty devastated about the wake-up call for my shift this morning. We haven't fizzed line off that reel like that since a long time, and I lost it. I really need some sort of tips in how to catch fish, because I am so shit at it. We sailed wing on wing all night last night. It's probably the first time we've ever done that, but we're just setting such a good speed, pretty well on course, and just cruising on the pretty smooth ocean, so it was kind of fun just wing on wing all night. Might need to change our sails a little bit later, but we were just flying with this setup. I averaged 6 knots all night last night, probably why I hooked the biggest fish in the world. At one stage I thought I might have just snagged a log because it was just screaming high. Waking up well.
Yeah. I actually wake up just before my alarm every single time.
Well done. You're really a morning person, aren't you?
I'm trying. There's one up here.
Did the other one come out?
No. We have these 2 little cheeky birds that have been hanging out with us all day today on the sail, and they're just getting more and more confident with moving around the boat, and they've been flying downstairs. We found them in the kitchen hanging out, and then they've been in our bedroom and everything. So Josh hates them, but Jess and I love them, so we're keeping them.
Another beautiful sunrise. I've kind of lucked out here, choosing the old 4 till 6 shift. Every morning it's been a beautiful sunrise. It's been good having the 3rd person on board, been getting plenty of extra rest, so makes life a bit easier. Plan to do a good 500 miles in this first passage. We'll see what the weather forecast does say this afternoon when I download it, but I reckon it's a good chance that we'll just try to sail as far as we can while we've got this good wind. We've done 200, so we've still got at least another 3 days, I reckon, at sea before we stop.
I've just started my shift. The first thing I'm going to do is pull up some more sails. I think we were getting a little bit overpowered last night, but we were trying to keep up the speed, so just had to hand steer a little bit, keep us on the course of northwest.
Balls to the wall, babe.
Balls to the wall, yeah. We don't want. We're trying to use the wind as much as we can, because it's not going to be around forever. On the first day I cooked a vegetable pot pie stew. Last night Josh cooked a vegetarian pasta. And today Jess is in the kitchen whipping up something. What are you making, Jess?
I am making tuna and chickpeas with rice, with capsicum and
Our new favourite capers.
Oh, how healthy are we? We're like the pinnacle of health right now.
Where's the men at?
Oh my god.
The men.
Oh,
Where's the steaks?
We have been dodging these fads, which I'm told are called, or stand for fishing aggravating device, something like that. As it's coming in tonight, there are no lights, they're just 2 bits of bamboo with a little flag on top, and I'm going to do my best to avoid them. And Yoshi's told me that he won't get angry if I hit one. Right?
that was pretty good, eh, Captain?
Oh, I can't promise anything.
Nanji's got this new noise going on. It's this horrible screech. I'm going to do something about it tomorrow. It's pretty annoying.
Can you smell it, mate? Down. Another glorious morning. Just trying to download some weather, just trying to see how long this dream trip can last. It's crazy, we've just been pulled out again for the past 12 hours. Had a nice solid breeze all night, knocked out 50 miles by sunrise here. Just eating some flakes of corn and downloading some weather because it's just too cruisy and too dreamy really. It can't be right, this can't be correct. It's not the way we sail. Definitely soaking it up while we can. We're about 20 miles off of the island of Barween. We don't plan on stopping with weather like this, but I don't know what the weather's doing. A rough calculation of my fast download. Yeah, it looks like we might have westerlies for a couple of days, so the dream run may be over. But I'll just let the weather fully download. We'll see what we get when we get to this island, and hopefully we get a bit of reception there so we can look at all the angles and avenues, because from this island we have another 300 miles to the next. It's a pretty big passage. Didn't run over any fishing fads last night. It's always a good sign. Going into the evening they were just everywhere. Thought we might have collected one by now, but pretty happy we haven't.
I'm on my early watch from 6 AM to 8 AM, and it's also the 9th day of me not brushing my hair. Winds are a bit light, as you can hear. We've already had 2 visitors, so 2 fishing trawlers. They're quite small. Wishing them luck because their motors are extremely loud. I heard them from ages away. So good luck to them. Okay, hello Marlene.
People ask, how does your dog go when you're sailing?
Yeah, he's pretty good.
I reckon he hates it. He spends 24 hours a day with his owners. He's allowed in
Sleeps
bed.
on our bed.
That's a dog that enjoys the sailing life. With these light winds and stuff, it's just really hot. But we have got a nice, soothing, relaxing fan we can turn on in the bedroom, which makes sleeping so much easier. I feel like having a sleep now. With the wake-up call from the cockpit, it appears the dream run was over as the first of many squalls beared down on us from the northwest. Needing to make some quick sail changes and adjust our course, we got wet and went sideways for nearly an hour. As quickly as it came, it disappeared, as it was then back to no wind and clear skies as we continued sailing west in the Java Sea towards Malaysia.
Next week on Sailing Nanji.
Our motor is pretty well cracked. Where does the ocean finish and the sky begin?
Bonita versus the crab.
Oh my god, I think I've got him! Get him!
When we had our 30 nights of squall that other night coming into the anchorage.
I think that maybe the halyard might have snapped.
Let's just go assess the damage here.